4 meters deep.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
The water is a bit, you might look at it, it's a bit on the greenish side because we don't have power around.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we haven't had power for almost a month. So we've been really trying to work hard to bring it up to this level.
To this level.
Yes,
So
but
it's
otherwise, if we had power, we could have had the water looking very nice.
very nice, okay.
Yes.
We might have to look at solar options.
Yes.
I'm going to call upon Mr. Sitole, who is the Director of Housing and Community Service, to give us the opening remarks. Mr. Sitole.
Thanks. His Worship, the Mayor of Harare, Councillor Jacob Mafume, Councillor for the area for this area, Councillor Mangwiro, our partners, Chamber of Chinese Enterprise in Zimbabwe. Let me say all protocols observed. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome you to this event, Your Worship, of the handover refurbishment done here at Mbare Swimming Pool. What I know is George Hartley Swimming Pool. George Hartley Swimming Pool. I think people, they are calling it Mbare Swimming Pool because it's within Mbare area, but otherwise its real name is George Hartley Swimming Pool. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who generously helped to make this event become a success. We could not have done it without you. We really want to thank our partners, Chamber of Chinese Enterprise in Zimbabwe, for giving this wonderful hand, so that today we'll be seeing this swimming pool which has died a natural death, but right now it appears it's awakening up. I think Ms. Chaganesa is very happy about this. The Chamber of Chinese in Zimbabwe has been instrumental in ensuring that the Mbare Swimming Pool becomes fully functional again, as they've installed a new filtration system, donated portable pump and chemicals, as well as repairing of swimming pool cracks and pipes, among other works. The initiatives will go a long way towards the empowerment of our urban youth at a time when most of them are idle and resort to drugs and substance abuse. And I think our youth definitely, this is the right time so that you make most of your time in this swimming pool. And then I think that's where we'll have the Coventry. So I think you will have some of the youngsters there, because definitely they say training gives you the knowledge. I would like to commend our development partners for complementing the city's efforts in service delivery to our communities. Our partners, don't be bothered if we come again to knock into your door to say, please, can you help us with this? Definitely, we are our friends, definitely. So don't be bothered when we come again. So with that speech, I say thank you to you all.
Now moving on to the next item on our program, I'm going to invite Chanel Liu, the Vice Chairperson of Chamber of Chinese Enterprise, to give us her remarks. Chanel, let us clap hands as she's coming.
Mangwanani. Ini zita rangu dinonzi Chanel. That's the only thing I know, nothing else. Don't expect more. You won't get any more from me. So I feel very impressed when I see our demonstration of swimming. That's really make my blood pump. You know, I've been coming to this pool for maintenance, for construction, but I don't really feel, you know, the heart beating that strongly when I see them actually swimming in the pool, that people actually can enjoy themselves in this place. I feel very pleased to be the sponsor to maintaining this pool and to bring it back to the society. Honorable Mayor Jacob Mafume, Ward Councillor Mangweru, Director of Housing of Community Service, Mr. Sitole. Head of Education Social Service, Mr. Muchena. And Mrs. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Mrs. Muchena. Ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, member of media, welcome to today's handover ceremony. I am Chanel Liu. I'm the Vice Chairperson for the Chamber of Chinese Enterprise. I'm very honored to officiating at this handover ceremony of a swimming pool to Mbare community on behalf of Chamber of Chinese Enterprises in Zimbabwe in conjunction with the city of Harare. Let me first give you an interview of who we are as a Chamber of Chinese Enterprise. We are a Zimbabwe-registered business association initiated by Chinese-funded enterprises and institutions. We have over 80 members operating from cross sectors in Zimbabwe. As much as our chamber seeks to promote business activities between Zimbabwe and China, our organization firmly embraced the business culture of plunging back into the community in which our members operating in. Our unwavering commitment to the welfare of members of a community which we operate has seen us being actively involved with the social welfare in Zimbabwe, and we support various charity projects throughout the country. This commitment has taken us up this life-changing project that sprung up Mbare Swimming Pool at a cost of $52,000. That's excluding administrative cost. We are very grateful to be partner with City of Harare and Box Nation Incorporated to play a crucial part in the rehabilitation of this important recreation facility, which has been closed over 3 years. It's a little greener, but we have been trying very hard to bring it back to blue. But we have a lot of challenges, especially with electricity. But I'm sure when the electricity are back on, it's gonna be bluer and people can enjoy themselves in the swimming pool. Our chamber are very delighted to assist and bring back this facility to Mbare community. As I understand that there are about 50 schools in Mbare area, and I'm sure lots of the kids in the ECDs and primary school and secondary schools, they can benefit from this facility, learning swimming and a very important life skill. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of this swimming pool should never be underestimated, as it's not only a recreation, but it's also a facility to keep our youth positively engaged off the streets. As they say, an idle mind is a devil's playground. We hope to ensure that the youth in Mbare will now have a healthy pastime at this swimming pool. In addition, the swimming pool is also a source of employment creation, as it will be run by the people who will earn a living out of doing this, as well as other downstream opportunities. The chamber is in no doubt that the social benefits of the swimming pool are endless, as we hope this will lead to Mbare churning out of some best swimmers in the country, in addition keeping residents healthy, emotionally and socially sound. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to strongly appeal members of Mbare community, please guard this place jealously. Because during the construction of this swimming pool, we started from July until now, we actually expecting the completion of the swimming pool to be in October. But we have a few incidents. We had fences being cut a few times, the walls been knocked down, and glass has been breaking in, and you can see, some of the glasses was broke recently. People coming in and stolen items. This is Mbare's treasure. It's one of the facilities that your children, yourself, can use, during the holiday time, during the weekend, and your children can learn to swim. It's a very important treasure that you keep it with you and protect it. So I strongly appeal that you protect it, take custody of this place. So you can still utilize this, for the years to come. And you never know, you might have the next Olympic champion come out of this pool. I have no doubt about it from the demonstration of what we've seen just now. Last, I would like to thank City of Harare for your hospitality. Thank you, Mayor. And thank you, Florence. Where's Florence? Oh, thank you. You've been working with us throughout the projects. We have some up and downs and problems, but we overcome. And now we have this beautiful place. And you are doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much, Florence. And also, thanks, Alan. Please say hello. Alan from Box Nation. Yeah. He is the one who's running the canteen, Racing Bull, and he's been assisting this project from the beginning until now. And even for this handover ceremony, he's been running and aligning with all the volunteers to do all the works. And also, especially thanks to all our volunteers. Your contribution have made this place a wonderful community hub, and for your tireless contribution, I would like to thank you deeply. And very important, with my deepest gratitude to all our Chamber of Chinese Enterprise members and our advertising sponsors. You bring us fundings. We won't be able to fix this Mbare Pool, bringing any money without our membership fees, without our advertising sponsors' money inject into this project. So thank you. You have bring back life to this swimming pool, and I would like to thank you so much for that. And thank you for all the guests that come in today. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a swimming costume. I hope you did. And if you don't, maybe we still have an opportunity next time. We can come with our swimming costume and come for swimming. All it takes is a $2 entrance fee. Thank you. That's my speech for today. Thank you very much. Maita Basa.
A big round of applause to our sponsor.
Now we are for the little club, His Worship, the Mayor for the City of Harare, Councillor Mafume, Gashira Mushabi, Jota, or Chief Rai, and I will do a to win.
Yeah,
I can do it together, we are partners.
I don't know.
And now I would like to call upon our ward councillor. Our ward councillor is Councillor Patson Mangwiro Chikwaka. He's responsible for this area. I would like to call upon Councillor to call upon our mayor to give his remarks.
Thank you, Messi. Inongwa ekutiti simudze chikomo cheHarare. His Worship the Mayor of Harare, Councillor Jacob Mafume. Ngoya makamchidai ma remarks ai. Yashika, may you please come to the stage, Your Worship.
Yes, thank you. I always say, the people who design these pulpits discriminate against us who are a bit taller. so I'm always hidden behind. But anyway, I want to thank you. Yes, I'll write on the protocols that were observed. I'll acknowledge Madam Chanel Liu, from the Vice Chairperson of the Chamber of Chinese Enterprises in Zimbabwe. Thank you very much from here, your invited guests from various enterprises that we have here, and also council officials, the councillor of the area, who has reintroduced swimming back to Mbare. That's very useful. Director who is acting for the town clerk today, Madam Mchena, Ms. Mchena, and the others. Yes, and thank you for taking us around with your husband, Mrs. Chikaneza. She's very passionate, and thank you for lending her to us. I met her the other day at another public meeting, and she was very passionate about the swimming chemicals, where she was having challenges. So I spoke to our finance department that the swimming season is known in advance, and therefore we should stockpile some of these chemicals in advance, and we shouldn't have challenges. We have about 13 swimming pools, and those 13 should be covered. Some are not functioning, but we hope to have them all functioning. And not only should we stick at 13, but increase them so that we have more. The city has grown, so we cannot keep talking about 13 swimming pools when we have new neighborhoods that have come up. We need to expand the swimming, rehabilitate the existing, and increase more. I'm happy to see the progress here. I want to thank the chamber for contributing to this. This is a donation. No one has asked for a lease. No one has asked for the property. They've simply donated as part of their social responsibility. And I do believe we should applaud such endeavors. We should be able to appreciate as a city when business people in the city give back to the community based on a feeling of corporate social responsibility. More often than not, we are made to give something in order to get charity. And once it happens in that manner, it ceases to be corporate social responsibility. It becomes a commercial transaction. And a lot of our business people confuse this concept. They believe that to give city council something, the council has to give you a piece of land or a lease and so forth. I believe that, yes, there are transactions that one has to do that, but there are areas where a city is built by its business people. A city is appreciated by its individuals and business people. A lot of us came into the city with nothing. A lot of us, for example, some of us came into the city with just a bag of clothes on a bus, and we became citizens. We became mayors, we became business people, some of us millionaires, some of us billionaires, and so forth. And sometimes it is very important to give back to the community which has contributed to who you are without conditions, without expecting something in return. It is critical. This is how this city was built. The swimming pool is named George Hartley Swimming Pool. And there are a lot of buildings that are named after individuals in this community, whereby the community or those business people gave back. From the National Art Gallery, the National Art Gallery was built by a donation from a particular Kenner, I forget his name, a donation to the city of Harare of then £50,000. And we built the National Art Gallery, and the few pieces of art that were there were donated from individuals. So if you go around the city, you realize that this city was built by citizens who were giving back after having obtained profit, after having obtained their business status from the city. So we are very appreciative, and we should applaud such a way of giving back. Mbare is a very special place. We believe that we need to revitalize Mbare. The last time I visited Edith what? Yes, I visited Edith Obermann Clinic. It's a very small space. 600 babies are born there every month. 400 patients are seen every day with various ailments. But it's being done in a very small space. But ironically, there are two big buildings bordering Edith Obermann. You've got Carter House and Pageant House, and all of them are empty. And they are 3 stories high. And we have since resolved as council that those buildings will be turned into hospitals. So that children will not be born in a crammed place, and also patients can be seen, and we can put theaters in those rooms. Currently, the buildings have nothing. They have got litter, they are rotting, and they are not bringing any revenue to the city. If any one of them is bringing revenue, it's limited revenue. So we cannot allow people to be crammed in a facility which was built in the 1950s, when we have buildings that can be converted into hospitals. Mbare has to be revitalized, has to look good. We cannot say we are going to build other suburbs when we cannot maintain things that were built in the 1950s. As we were being shown around, the pump in there was designed and built in the 1950s. It's older than some of us. It is shameful that we cannot replicate better facilities for our citizens. It is very important that we maintain that which was there, but not only do we maintain, but we build new facilities for citizens. We cannot be proud of yesteryear facilities. I've said this and this again. The last general hospital for Harare was built before 1980. The last power station for Harare was built before 1980. The last dam for Harare was built in 1976. The last treatment station was built in the 1960s. Everything was built in the 1960s and the 1970s. We are due to renew these things. Consequently, we have said that let's look at the energy issue. We need to donate or to set aside one of our farms to create solar energy. We have over 1,000 hectares of land that is not being utilized as the city. And that land must and should be put out for people to put out a power station with 100 megawatts or so. Most of our operations as a city require about 35 megawatts currently. That is the water treatment plant and the street lighting and running the offices. So we can do with 100 megawatt solar power station, and it can sustain the activities of the city and also give energy to private individuals. And we need to do that as soon as possible. I'm being told 200 or 300 hectares is more than enough to build 100 megawatt power station. We need to do that. We cannot keep complaining that there is no electricity. We cannot keep complaining that there is no water. We cannot keep complaining that there are no hospitals when we have empty buildings, when we have the sun and we have the land. So we need to do that ourselves. The power station that is there, the 110 megawatts, was built by the residents of Harare. We are now have 3 million residents in Harare. You cannot tell me that 3 million people that is bigger than the population of Botswana, bigger than the population of Namibia, bigger than the population of Qatar, where the World Cup is being held. So you cannot tell me that 3 million people cannot organize themselves to build a city that they can be proud of, a city that children can be proud to grow in, a city that is useful for all of them, and provide both food, energy, water for ourselves. It is lazy for 3 million people to expect that to be done by someone else. So we as a city are going forward. We are resolving to utilize the land that we have, the people that we have, and the capacities that we have to rebuild this city, to make sure that we have the facilities of a modern, smart city, a city that people can be proud of. So I'm happy that the Chinese Chamber has contributed to this effort. This is beautiful work that has been done. This gives hope to the people. It gives children a chance to come out, children a chance to stop drugs, children a chance to dream big when they have such facilities. So Harare is a city of dreams. Harare has produced billionaires, has produced millionaires, has produced #1 golf players, #1 swimming, #1 football players. It has produced everything and anything that any modern city can produce. It is time that we go back to those glory days of Harare, and we can only do that by all hands on deck and making sure we provide the facilities that will allow our children to participate fully in a global world and be part of what is happening everywhere in the world, be it soccer, be it swimming, be it golf, be it athletics, be it anything that you can think of. We need that to happen. Cricket is now coming back, rugby is now coming back, netball is coming back, and it is our duty to facilitate the assistance of those activities so that our children will be part and parcel of the global community. And on behalf of myself as the mayor, and on behalf of the city, and on behalf of the citizens, we want to thank the Chinese Chamber for this wonderful contribution. We'll just ask them to provide the solar power just to complete the donation. But we are happy with what they've done. Please help me to thank them for this effort. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Mayor. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to stand at this moment, and we just want to, can we all stand? Thank you very much. We just want to appreciate the Chinese Chamber of Enterprises in Zimbabwe and all the partners that did a great job here to ensure that they rehabilitate the swimming pool. So we just want to clap hands just for a minute, just to appreciate what they've done. Let us go. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You may take your seats. At this moment in time, I want to leave it to our ward councillor, Mr. Mangwiro, to give us the closing remarks. Let us clap hands as he's coming forward.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone again. His Worship the Mayor of the City of Harare, Councillor Jacob Mafume, Chamber of Chinese Enterprises Zimbabwe, represented here by the Deputy President Chanel, the Director of Housing and Community Services, Bastole, the Head of Social Services, Haim Chena, Chief Superintendent, Mbare Swimming Pools, the dedicated Mai Chakanetsa, all the invited guests and the business community. I'm standing in front of you here as a proud councillor. Growing up in Mbare, kunotaya kuti kwanoero ndanzwa vamwe kuti Mbare community swimming pool, but iyo inonzi George Hadley, but isu taiti kwanoero zvekuti handagumbuka kuti zita rinenge rakuchinjwa kunzi Mbare community. Taitoti kana tichifollowa procedure tichakumbira meya kuti aiyo ngatikuti kwanoero, because why tati kwanoero, the same dedication yakaiswa nababa vainzi Noel ndo inoita kuti tide kupa that recognition, which is almost the same dedication that is being exhibited by Mai Chakanetsa, not forgetting a superior Mai Mchena. Kuti zvinhu zvisvika apa izvo. You know, a few years back, pakaita sango kuno, I was even in doubt kuti this swimming pool icha operator like patashitswa the Chinese Enterprises Chamber. So I'm really grateful. And as the mayor said, we're waiting for the solar installation so that you will help us help ourselves. We are in a community where drugs are rampant. Substance abuse is rampant in the high density suburbs. It's not a secret. We are losing a lot of kids. We are losing a lot of talent. So when we're getting people coming along and rehabilitating our sporting facilities like this swimming pool, it shows that we can have a better youth in the future. We really can. Mbare produced great talents like the likes of Gilbert Mshangajike, Edward Sadomba, only to mention but a few. So we can still produce great swimmers. A dark-skinned Kesti Coventry from this swimming pool. So we still need the help. As the mayor said, a lot of facilities around Harare, there were donations. Look at Gwanzura Stadium, it was donated by the Gwanzura brothers. They built a small stadium, they donated to the city. Now we just want people coming along to help us renovate, to help us rehabilitate social services facilities like the Necos complex, which is right next door there. We need to get the youth committed once more. And it's only us as the community who can do it. It's the business community that can do it. That can help us achieve a better future. That can help us get the talent out of the kids. Show the world that we can do something as Harare and something as Zimbabwe. We've never seen a flag here Zimbabwe World Cup border. Why? Because we are failing somewhere. So let's run away from that failure. Starting from this, we can achieve greatness. I thank you very much.
Wonderful. Another round of applause to our ward councillor. Thank you very much. Right, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, I'll kindly ask our delegates to go for the photos, just right where we had the ribbon cutting. And then the rest of us, we can follow after they get their pictures. But for now, we can remain seated as our DJ is entertaining us with music. But I'll kind of ask the delegates to go and get their photos taken. Thank you very much, DJ.